I'm Bruce Krentz with the F1 Racing in Schools team. Hi guys, thanks for having us out here. I can't wait to see these cars race down the track. From what I understand, it's pretty cool. I checked out your website. What's your website?
spiritwolves.net.
spiritwolves.net. There's some really great videos there of the cars racing down the track and a little bit of information on your journey. But before we start, give me your name and your role on the team.
I'm Anna Boychuk, and I'm the social media representative.
I'm Fotis Chichos. I'm our sponsorship representative and our manufacturing engineer.
I'm Ashtosh Agarwal, and I'm the team manager.
I'm Madison Caldwell, and I do the marketing.
And there's one more person who's not here today, right? Who's that?
Miles Stilley, he's our design engineer.
All right. Seems like a pretty important job, but it really doesn't mean anything to me. F1 Racing in Schools, so tell us, what's this all about?
So F1 in Schools is a STEM-based competition, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics are all used to engineer these cars.
Wow. And I mean, it's pretty amazing what you guys have done. How did you hear about F1 in Schools? Because I'd never heard of this before until I saw it, so who can tell me about that?
We found out about it through the high school's grade 9 CAD drafting course, computer-aided drafting. And it's the main project that they do for the course when students enroll in it.
Neat. And so it's a bit of a big deal. You're going down to a huge competition. It's a lot bigger in the States than it is in Canada. So are you the only team in Canada?
To the competition that we're going to, we are currently the only team.
Wow. And most times you got to qualify, but you guys got a straight pass into the to the national championships in the States?
Did. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Tell us a little bit about the car. We'll race the car in a minute, but what's the deal with these cars? Are there some specifications? Are there some things that you have to follow to be able to enter them in the competition?
Yeah, so there's rules that we have the rules on our website as well. So what it is you have to design the cars using the wooden block that they give us, and you have to make sure that the CO2 cartridge can fit in there. There's no changes to there. The wheels have to be according to their specifications, same with the car. And then you also have to make sure it's a minimum weight, which is 50 grams.
Okay, so there's a minimum weight because probably the less it weighs, the faster it's going to go. Mm-hmm. And from there, you guys decided on the design. Did you do some research? Did you just lie in bed at night trying to figure out what it should look like? How'd you come up with the cars?
So we did some research, and then myself, Miles, and Fotis came up with the design, which we have right here. So this is our first prototype per se. So what we did was we 3D printed the front and rear wings, but it broke during one of our races, and the rest was made with the balsa wood block.
Looks pretty great. Were there some resources or some experts? Were there some people that you consulted when you were designing the cars and as you've worked through the process?
We did. So we talked to some people at MDS Aerotest. They gave us some nice ideas. We talked to Mr. Caldwell and got some aid with the CAD program. We also got help from Mr. Adams with coming up with the design for the cars.
Pretty amazing. So you're going down to a competition. When is the competition and where exactly are you going?
We're going to Austin, Texas, June 13th to the 16th.
Are we pretty excited about that?
Very.
Have any of you been further from home than Austin, Texas?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah? Where have you been?
Greece.
All right. Not bad. You guys?
Yeah.
Where have you been?
India.
Okay. It's a little farther than Austin. Maddie?
No.
Me either. I've been to Paint Lake.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. How about give us a little shout out to your sponsors, because a trip to Texas is not cheap, I don't imagine. And so you've had some help getting there?
Yes, we have. So these are our sponsors. We couldn't do anything without them. They're the reason we have the money to buy all our parts and pay for our flights.
Spectacular. No, it's great how people always chip in here. I'm just going to scooch over here a little bit. Keep holding that up. I don't care if you guys' arms get tired. We're gonna keep that going. So it sounds like it's been a great project. How long have you guys been working on this so far? Obviously, you didn't start last week. You've been at it for a while. So how long has the team been together?
Probably since end of September.
Okay. And it's February now, and the competition's in June. So you're talking about 8 or 9 months that you guys are working on this?
Yeah, it's been a while, but there's not long to go.
And I've been pretty impressed with the team. You've got a good team of people. How's the team been getting along? So far, so good?
It's been really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how often would you meet?
Usually about once or twice a week.
Perfect. Just before we wrap things up, give me, what are some of the biggest hurdles? Each one of you give me one of the biggest hurdles you feel like you've had to get through to get this whole thing put together.
find the logo. That was hard.
And where is the logo? I think we have one right here. Shh.
There's one here.
Oh, there we go.
At the top.
And why was that a hurdle to get to? It was just troublesome to figure out exactly what you wanted?
Yeah.
But everybody's cool now?
Yeah, it's all good.
We're all good. Any other hurdles?
Sponsorships and funding was a really big one to get by.
Cash is always troublesome, but it looks like you guys have done a great job of kind of putting this together. Any other hurdles over here?
Building the car itself, because you have to follow all the rules, and we all had different opinions on how to make the car.
Just show me by a thumbs up. Everybody's cool with the cars now, though? Yeah. We're all good? All right, Maddie, any hurdles?
I would have to say the logo also. It took forever, and now that we got the logo, we can start getting on with our stuff.
The website looks great, and the logo looks great, too. Last one, what's been the best thing about being involved in this so far?
The experience, I'd have to say. I learned so much since I've joined this group.
You get to do something that you don't normally do?
I have to agree with Maddie. The experience, you learn so much, and you learn the core things about teamwork as well.
Super duper.
We learned a lot about the engineering and mathematic aspects of different trades out there.
Neat. And I think that's what the program's all about, so I'm glad to hear that. And what's the greatest thing about you get to hang out with these guys?
Yeah, and I've definitely learned more about marketing. I wouldn't think that that's what it was, but it's great to learn new things.
Well, and I think it's neat to be able to, you can talk about marketing and you can think about what you should do, but until you actually put it into practice, it's not as easy as it sounds, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of where we're at. Well, you guys have done an amazing job. You found a bunch of sponsors. You got a great logo. The cars look good, so we're going to get you to fire off one of those. Just before we do, little shout out to your, what do you call him, your coach, your spiritual leader, your mentor, the guy that makes the phone calls. So Dave Caldwell is your what?
Let's call him the spiritual leader. Sounds cool.
He's your spiritual leader, so shout out to him too for spending a lot of time and effort with you guys. Here, let's set this down, and how about if we, let's fire off these cars. Let's have a look. So the rumor is, just before you fire this off, how fast do these go?
Between 70 and 90 kilometers an hour.
So this track is the length of a high school gym, and you're telling me that's going to get down there. You were saying earlier that one of them took 2.5 seconds, and that was too long?
Yeah, we put a GoPro on a stock car, and the weight and the aerodynamics slowed it down tremendously.
So this will get the length of a gym in approximately how long?
About 1.2 to 1.7 seconds.
Unbelievable. You want me to race this thing? Mm-hmm. All right, guys, whenever you're ready, let's give it a shot. You want to go to this side? All right, all systems go. Ho! All right. Let's. Can you set them up for one more? That was. Would you like to race one? Yeah, I'd love to. So how does this go? Is this 1v1, me and you?
Yeah. Well, when we press the button, these lights will count down at a random amount of time. When it gets to green, you press the button.
Hit the
fire
button?
The car. Yep.
I'm the right side?
Yep. You wait. Yep. You are this side. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh! I was so close. That is so nerve-wracking. I haven't had butterflies like that in a long time. These are the Spirit Wolves racing team, F1 Racing, heading down to Texas, June 13th to 16th. Think about being a sponsor. You guys could still use a couple bucks, right? Everybody could. And if you see them around town, give them a shout out, and best of luck down at the National Championships.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.